Why, hello there, everybody. It's me, the Haven you've been looking for. Back with more Wildermyth. This game is so fantastic, but we only got through the starting campaign. There are several more than that we need to go through. As you can see, some of the legends from the previous campaign now show up on the starting screen. Hey, Megatron. I showed off how the legacy works, or how characters are added to legacy last time. In the new mission, we're actually going to add some of those legacy characters to a new story. So the next one is the Enduring War. This is the one about the Morthagi. A centuries-old war resurfaces, bringing with it questions of humanity, identity, and the price of ambition. This one's going to be 5 chapters instead of 3. It's going to take longer, and potentially some of our heroes from the beginning will be retiring by the end. So we will be cycling some characters out, potentially. We're going to keep it adventure difficulty. All the mods should be active. They are. And this is the map seed if folks ever need it. Alright. Heading in. So, this one actually starts us with all 3 right away. The first thing we're going to do is make them more gay. Right. When Yoga was growing up, the world seemed so vast and beautiful. They'd often tell the story of a magical year they thought they'd found a woman to wed, a lucky living, a home. It would always end the same way. They'd chuckle dryly. Then I realized how depressed I'd get, but I was happy all the time. They would smile and speak of the hummingbirds who sank and rose among the red blooms. It seemed to fill them like bread and milk, as if they could subsist on that thought alone. Wanderlust, slacker, dreamer. Jean Lee Domley. Okay, she defaulted to being attracted to anyone. Cool. Johnny would recite tales for her friends of an exciting childhood among sprites and wasp charmers. No one could say whether the stories were true, for at times she always woke to the sight of a great stag climbing the hills. One afternoon, the stag's corpse was dragged behind a rich man's horse. She always wanted to be a mother, to raise an affable and unburdened kids in good health. Weird, thorny, distant. And finally, Kira. Kira lived 2 childhoods, one in the midst of the Wolf Heights, studying and contributing to the work of her brilliant mother, the other romping in the near woods with an affectionate but reclusive father. An old hero taught her the blade, saying there could be no future without those prepared to fight for it. First, to practice for it. A soft bed makes a soft woman, someone important, as they told her. Kira wanted a little more than a crook among roots. A pillow of memories, a ceiling haunted by planets. Nostalgic, integrity, but also gritty. All right, let us get started. $1,000 years. Tim, the initial limbs were a success, and I'm confident the premise is sound. The thought of that sickness taking you first is too much to bear. We can ride this out together. We can endure. Hemlia, you can't be serious. There were things they told us of. Things without souls that walk in forgotten places, following orders from centuries ago. Don't linger in caves. Don't delve too deep. Could be Morthagi there. Other legends, like the Lady of Screams, they were intriguing. Beautiful, even. Something like that. Nightjaw was always our go-to threat growing up. Now that was a monster. And things in the dark can be left unseen. Until suddenly, they can't. Run. Seems to be. What the? What was that? We'll figure it out later. Come here, you nightmares. I'm ready. Yoga, grab whatever you can and swing. Come on. Don't tell me what to do. Rivalry. Right there with your friendship. She looks so gorgeous when she's urgent. Let us stick with friendship. No showy stuff. Just do the thing. Wait, what were you thinking I was gonna do? Let's see if we can get them from multiple sides. So nobody actually has a class yet, so they're all just farmers at the moment. So that should be fine. Give me a moment. Oh. This is supposed to be in windowed mode, but it's not. Not a proper window. It's cutting stuff off for me. Oh well, whatever. You guys can see everything. That should be fine. Alright, John Lee. We don't know if anything's even in here yet. It's not looking, so no reason to open that door. There's one. Already getting stunts. Okay. Okay. Neither reach the sommelier. Alright. He started as our warrior, stalwart, sentinel, raider. I don't like raider. Yeah, this always feels weak to me. Soul splitting is always interesting, but you can only interfuse 2 objects at a time. So, Indignant is really good because it just gives her an automatic melee or damage. The sum of our parts. So, first order of business, we break these things down and hack up their parts. Second order, though? We can't very well go back to sweeping cobblestones after this, as tempting as it is. Here's right. Perhaps we were meant for this. We'll hunt them. We'll find them. We'll dig these splinters out of the world. We'll need a company name. Something to remind us of who we are now, how we changed on this day. I was thinking... Battalion of the Wilted Prophecy, the Serpents of the Hearth's Fire, the Brethren of the Thorn, which is good because of the splinters you mentioned. Look them up. Falcons of the Blooded Blade, Council of the Verdant Tail, Rebellion of the Just Unicorn, Rangers of Velvet Freedom. Let's try Valiant. Oh, I get it. Right, because of the... Yeah. Here follows the tales of the Rangers of Valiant. They've already become more dangerous. So this time, the Deepists are not involved at all. Draven can be involved, Gorgon can be involved, Grix will be involved, but the Morthragi are our main enemies. And the first thing we get to do... I can barely see this up here, but 5 legacy points. Sounds good. Let's recruit. Now, if you just recruit a normal person, 3 legacy points. But if you recruit from your legacies, these are the only people they're going to let us recruit, huh? So we can spend 4 to recruit Glim again, one of our rookies at the end of the last one, or we can bring Danny back. Yeah, I like that. Now, obviously, Danny doesn't have the history of the previous adventure, sort of. You gotta think of these, like, stories being told. So, like, stuff doesn't always match up. The timelines don't always make sense. It's like the Odyssey. Like, stuff gets weird, and, like, characters that appear should not be there at that point in time of their history. I should warn you, most people think they know how they'd react in battle, but really they have no idea. What an astute observation. Oh, this sucks. We're surrounded by mountains. We can only leave here by carving a pass, and then we have to carve another pass. Oh, this is an awful setup. Ooh. Okay, let's go scouting. Yeah, this is bad. That's gonna waste so much time. Thankfully, though, we don't have a time limit for this chapter. So, spending extra times carving these passes is gonna be a good thing. Oh, this mountain already has a pass. Okay, I forgot it doesn't show you until you get near them. Okay. That's gonna be less of a problem. Old form cavern stretched beneath cold blind. Kira, don't fall in a random crack. Oh, is she even following? Only their back barking echoes answer them. Wait, where's Kira? This isn't her not saying anything. This is her not being there, right? How often does this happen? Here we are with one brittle light. They scour their steps for the last sign of Kira. Oh hey, an off-branching path. This is neat. This is probably where she went. An almost triangular crevice, and beyond is a tight, twisting tunnel. Below them, in a coldening ground, is the fungal glow. So I can't help it. It's against my nature, is what I'll say. I'll have to follow my intuition. Anyway, I find things when I'm on my own. Under blade-sharp stones, a wide space, a firmer shine. Powerful smell, heart smell, the heart of the mountain. You might recognize this event if you were paying attention to the last one. This was the event that gave our one person a stone eye. At first glance, she thinks a massive gray man is hunched over a blue-white flame, but she realizes, by the gods of it all, what is this? Heart of Stone. Events will repeat sometimes. Some events the game likes to wait more so than others. This one's especially interesting, mostly due to the fact that... Hold on. I found what my problem was. There we go. That fixed the window. Okay. It likes to wait transformation events like this because it loves having your characters transform. The game is. At least it feels like it is. So, this is an event we've seen. You hunching over that jewel that way makes me wonder what it's like to cradle a star. Prize out the gem, pays small honor and goes, mixes minds with the old grim statue. Because she is a mystic. We never got this option before. So she's going to interfuse with it. Let's see what happens then. What's true, God thing? The first searching tendrils of herself here extends, but she finds surprisingly easy purchase. The fact you'll answer me is a good sign. A good indicator, I hope. Crackling whispers flood the mind. Good. Well, Ugh, well, the thing is, I don't know what I've got to say, so I hope you'll do the talking. Did you hear me thinking? All I hear is corner noise. She Then words come, etch themselves on the cave walls of her consciousness. Hollowed are the hills, the underhills, the canyons, and the crust. In a cloud cavern of dream wind flows, hollowed are the heights, and the ways that cut the water. Hollowed are the water's bends, and streams and pools, supplying the needs for all color-springing things. I'd like to understand better what you are, what power you wield, and what purpose. When the first rock divided, there was a spirit. There is no fit measure of power. I originate as creation's own idea. But no, where there is shape, a blade has been. Hollowed are the hands that out of them make it the solid, trim space for existence. Whipping back around her in the air in a manner of cave, statue's eyes have dulled. I'm meant to understand all that. I guess I kind of do, on a heart and bones level. The bonds interfusing them flag, fray, and flutter. But there's something now gleaming on the ground. I don't want to think you own me. Kira accepts the old god's offering, and she goes. Kira? Kira? Who's that? It's John Lee. I got the job to collect you. I guess someone has to. Reunited, they move on and soon emerge to fight another desperate fight. The Stone Blade Talisman, +1 spell damage. Okay. He'll take it. All heroes get 1 temporary hit point. So yeah, this time it wasn't a transformation event. I'll be honest, I don't think I've seen that version of the event before. I don't think I've ever had a mystic get chosen and get to choose that. You. No moving. They're skeleton robots. They don't have shoes, Megatron. Okay, well, I didn't need to use the net. Oh well. Oh, nothing in range. Lady, we need to get you pants. Okay. See, Danny has the hot song, the elemental bow from the last story, but it's only tier 1. Like I said, his equipment downgrades. I mean, we're already using the equivalent thereof of the pipe. Oh, it's two-handed. Don't replace the pipe. That's not that. That's really fun. Look, there's a candle in the window at Grufkin's. Let's go! This event. This is the one where they talk about, where they make the innuendo about whipped cream. It could never work. I'd have to buy more cows, keep her in whipped cream. Grufkin's whipped cream is the best in the world, but I'm just not ready to settle down. Love will have to wait. Cool. Heartwoods and hides. And potency. Danny has something that levels up with potency. Alright, so see, there's that crystal shrine. infestation. So I knows Kira's been gone for a while. Any clues why? Think something's got her? This peddler might know. Oh, peddler man! Who? Pardon us, Lord Bobble Seller? We're wondering if you've seen a lady pass this way. She'd be kind of mystical looking? Well, firstly, I'm not selling anything. Could have been any time in the past couple days. Where are you coming from? Small village near what we used to call Sornama Dreamloom. It's not... Sornama Dreamloom's where she was headed, giving it a look. But you never saw her? Sorry, no, but listen. Folks have been disappearing back there that... I don't know what's gotten in them. But it's not safe. Pack my things and I'm heading out. Your friend? Well, I hope you find her. The man in his cart, roll along. Maybe something really did get her, huh? That's possible, I guess. Then we get her back. Come on. Anything? No? You? No, it's a little village, but I doubt they all packed and left. From a gully among the rocks rises a brief gust of voices. Hear that? Come, Great One! Come, Great One! Great One, come! Uh-oh. Great One, come! Come, Great One! Does this normally work for you? Hush up, you. Yeah, hush! Come, Great One, we brought your gift! Spare us! Kira? The urgent cries and amber torchlight are easy to follow in an otherwise still night. Kira's cage is makeshift, sturdy. This is a sacrifice, isn't it? Shh, not if we stop it. Time to reason with them. Good neighbors, landsfolk, listen, there's no need for blood. I'll rescue Kira by force. We'll scatter this rabble. Let's try talking to them? Try and get us all killed, stranger, or just yourself? The opposite. See, that's my friend you've caged up. It's not my way leading friends to die. This is the price of survival. Our own are not exempt. The Great One demands sacrifice, and we have no choice but to oblige. No choice at all. What are you saying? And what's this Great One? You haven't seen it. The Great One. It comes with a host of crankling bone things. Monsters. It burns, it eats, or else it rages and kills across the countryside. So we kill it. Huh? We'll kill it. Won't we? Will we? You really mean that? You'll stand in its way. Do battle with a deadly monster. Why? Because it's slightly more palatable than killing you. If we fail, then it gets to eat us anyway, doesn't it? Either way, you're safe. Well, I see no harm in letting you try. Don't expect us to throw our lives in with yours. The village folks shuffle past up to their homes. John Lee, Danny, and Yoga break Kira out of her prison. I wish one of you would stop me. Now we have to fight the Great One. From within the cave, a blue glow grows, and a hungry growl. Mini-boss! The Great One. Torturous cackling accompanies its torping gait. The sound of stone heating until it breaks. A ripping hot roars from a black fur that floats forth. And some more thud. Because why not? Alrighty. Let's get to punching. Okay, Simone is over there. There's the Great One. Let's get some interfusions between him and us. That 28% chance to hit? Nah, not worth giving it away. Okay, he just destroyed the thing I was interfused with just by walking over it. Rude. Got watchmen all over the place as well. I can set this up to give me lots of flanking bonuses. Gosh darn it. Darn it. Good. Between the fox flight and the flash cone, nobody got hurt that turn. .5 armor. The Great One is extinguished. Audio? What about audio? It says audio is going through on my side. Great One is extinguished, reduced to ash. Its minions are dead and scattered. Kira and the rest make a wary return to the cave of the gully. You're a true friend, Danny. I want you to know I'm grateful. Kira? Did we rescue the wrong person in the dark? You sound friendly. Oh, well, why not? Aren't we friends? Kind of? Dawn climbs onto the distant hills as the old village spokesman sheepishly approaches, trailing a young man with fiery eyes. Let me first thank you, strangers. My name's Berrigan Martin, and my parents were among the first sacrificed to that thing by this man and his posse. We all wound up under their thumb. In any case, you've broken their power, and we've wrested our homes back. You and yours will be welcome here for the rest of your numbered days. In our humble village, your names shall never fade. As the morning stretches, Kira and the others head out, refusing an offer to stay in favor of getting on the road. The people here will be strong, believing in the courage of the Rangers of valiant freedom. The lair of the Great One will be overgrown with flowers, a memorial to the innocents who died there. The story will ring through generations. 6 legacy points. Holy shit. I didn't expect to get that many. I've done that event lots. Alright. Time to build a camp here. Bonus damage. Alright, let's go out here and maybe get rid of this infestation before it spreads. Yep, no pass. We'll have to build our own. Okie dokie. Don't care about the rest. Darkhound Spruces has been taken care of. Nearby to Swiftbell Scales. Kira's always seemed to be by herself. Does she have any friends? I've never seen her spend time with anyone, but she always seems happy that way. Hey there! Hello. If you ever want to talk or anything. Okay. Guys, we've got company. Some thrusts and dweeba. Ooh, Stone Spirit! Stone Spirit! John Lee, Stone Spirit's yours. Upgrade that tier 0 bow. to level tier 1 stone bow. Yeah, the deepest are the only ones that are humanoid enough to have shoes, and they aren't appearing in this mission, in this story at all. Okay, oh, you can still get a shot off. Haha! Cover. Yeah, that put Zhongli in a lot of danger, unfortunately. But that's what happens when you max move without a plan. Oh boy. You're running. Woo! Better chance to kill him. Got invested. Ooh, a great sword. Oh, the sickle actually provides spell damage, so no. After triumphing Swiftbill Scales, she's so good at fighting them. I wish she'd never be interested. Sounds like somebody needs a little push. Are you real? Yes. Can she see? No. Am I going crazy? I don't know. First, we gotta create a mood. What does she like? I got this. Butterflies. Bad idea. Stupid. Why am I taking romantic advice from a tortoise? Turtle. Whatever. Looks like the girl too shy. Don't you wanna kiss the girl? Can't do it? What if she doesn't feel the same way? Just grab him before I make soup of you. You're right. I'm gonna kiss the girl. You can never go wrong with music. Yes, an Oompa band. No. Would you like to go on a date sometime? But I just don't like you that way. Ooh. Or I've been hoping you felt the same way. I'm so glad you asked. What'd you have in mind? I know just the place for a romantic dinner. They have turtle soup. I know that's your favorite. See, that's what I... Hey, wait a minute. What'd you just say? Yoga and Kira have fallen in love. But it's not a straight relationship. He's non-binary. Lock, huh? Well. Alright, scout this place out, clear it out, then we'll start building the mountain pass. Uh-oh. Just became infested as soon as I was about to click the button. We can handle strength 4. A twisting path takes them up the hills, high hills, and finally accompany local peaks. Breathe that in. Mountain air, best enjoyed in silence. Mountain air, mountain pass, my feet already feel busted. For 20 paces, the only sound is the scrape of their feet on rough ground. No one knows this trail, do they? Know which direction we're headed? The way forks. One path leads higher, to the top of the preparer's cliffside. The other path curves downward, under the shadow of the high rocks. Take the chasm path, there might be wreckage down there. Take the cliff path, looks like a cottage up this way. See any people? Chimney smoke? It might be out and about. Slender walking here. Path sticks narrow to the turnings of the mountain. They climb and cross along the wind-carved rock. This high up, my eyes are filling with tears. Anyone else? Can't tell if the snapping breeze or the passion blooming into my breast. My normally excellent legs are killing me. Death by legs? Here, it's a brutal way to go. I've heard of worse. Hey, let's try our serious faces, huh? At least until we've made an impression. Hello? Anyone at home? This neatly piled cabin smells like sweet grass. Its lacquered logs look strong, well tended. A distant hawk speaks up. Besides birds and wind, there's only silence. Danny snoops through. Is there any... Oh. Fancy morning! Would you like pork roast with your tea? Or are you coffee man? Griddle cakes aplenty! Aromas of sizzling pork roast, hot oil, and floral tea sing notes. These cabin walls enclosed a cozy lived-in air for one. Chairs and root stools around a rose table are space for hungry company. Can always make griddle cakes aplenty. They're saying, those saying otherwise are spewing slander. Little spew some slander slugs. I'll have a... Wait, sorry, who are you? We were just passing by the... with no intention of intruding. Me? Who am I? They call me the Warlock of the Mountain. He throws a sack of flour over his shoulder. But I'm alright with Jean-Tal. Jean-Tal Higgs. It's what I was born as. I'm a mischief maker, mostly. I guess my hairdo says that clear enough. Though, anyway, mischief's not all I make. Famously, I also make wonderful golden brown griddle cakes. For those who solve my bone bison puzzle. The bone bison puzzle is about to commence. 102-year-old mystic, Jean-Tal Higgs. Yeah, he gets in your way. He's the first thing you need to fight. Don't worry, killing him's fine. Like this. First time we fought a non-monster enemy, actually, I think. His shoes you can take, Megatron. Interviews. Yes. All right, looks like we're going through this door for the rest of the bone bison puzzle. Okay, what's that? They're all the way in this back corner. Great. Too low. Do it anyway. Fire breath. Flash cone first. And guaranteed hit from the plane. Hey, first level up. Ooh, new armor. Ooh, but it makes him so slow! Yuck! Fine. Ooh, Wisdom is a nice non-combat ability. Gets a bonus to all campaign level tasks and overworld tasks based on age. 100% of base job speed for every 35 years. So basically, when he's near retirement age, he does things 3 times as fast on the overworld. Upgrade Sentinel, Engage, or Vigilance. That synergizes with Sentinel. Gentle Higgs, Warlock of the Mountain, drops back against his furniture. You alright? But he pops back up. Sorry. Yeah. Wanted to give you a bit of an elongated victory thing. You got all the bone bison. Unscathed for the most part, though, aren't you? That feels anticlimactic. In stories, Warlock trials grant some kind of reward. What do we even accomplish? Well, you've earned a sample of my mountain recipes, of course. How hungry are you? Choose carefully. For my waywardness in my gross, olive-hearted way, I've designed that each delicious delectogram deliver a different delight. Here's my grill cakes that'll fill you with lasting warmth, plus for retirement age for all party members. My tea and oats, which tracks a lifelong kick in the seat, 0.3 speed to all party members. Or would you like the last of my pork roast for yourself? 2 health, and 1. This is tempting, but I'm actually going to go with speed. While they eat mugs of tea and oats, Jontel gives a brief account of how he ended up on the mountain. Persecuted, robbed, run out of 10 towns, he retreated to his high home where his eccentricities and frequent mischief would only bother those who plundered into his domain. And at that point, aren't we all fair game? Here, I splice my spirit with the elemental presence of hill, rock, and tree. Here I never rest, for there are so many joys still left untried. And though I've slowed death, she never fully stops. Oh, death, you dauntless dancer of mist, you darling, you dream. Goes on for a while. They bid the Warlock of the Mountain goodbye. They take a swift way down by his direction. Mountain air, huh? Clearly, you can get too much. Their dealings with the Warlock of the Mountain don't go unmarked. The locals tell sour stories about the Rangers of Valiant Freedom and their deeds 3 years afterwards. Plus 3.3 speed. But we actually lose legacy points because we treat him so kindly. Other folks don't like him, so it hurts our legacy. That's one of the few events that actually can hurt legacy like that. Hey, Sean's finally max health. Yoga needs to be, though. Plus 0.7 health. Jean-Louis. Young, quick. Speed's still just 3. 3.4. Alrighty. Let's build a pass. It's gonna take them better part of 2 months. And calamities. No, don't have him show up yet. Passageway open. We're actually gonna go... Oops, no. It won't let us scout here until we've scouted here first. Okay, scouting here first. Okay. Scout here. Then we take care of this, then we'll take care of this. It's another nothing day. Here and for Sumama, a humble but tavern huddles in a rare patch of woods. To these sparse-familied prairie people, it is the unloneliest place there is. And now it's all ruined. We'll be tossed in the dike with the rot slop and kitchen crust. Hush your gums over there. No one's booting you out, you lush. I ever tell you about the barrel we dug up out of the yard? The place isn't exactly a country miracle. Shame. No, weasel-mouthed man exaggerated again. Now a newcomer's come into the picture, his dreams full of coin clink, cider, and fame. Though the seal had held up, it hadn't. We started spreading it on our bread. Ooh, there's bread in the story? What's so unbelievable about that? Definitely got a country smell. 60 years of pig grease. Of course, it ruined everyone's evening. Ruined the carpets, too. That's when it became my rule. Never eat bad mustard. Hillfolk must have the run of the place. Glad. Now I know where it comes from. Greetings, Hillfolk. Don't you worry now, I'm not kicking you out today. What? We'll talk costs, obviously. I'm new to this, but I'm no fool. I'll expect you to treat the furniture well. Who are you? Some furniture king? I'm the... No. What I was saying you glad telling you they sold the... Here, help me drink, so it'll be a secret. A pearly-eyed purchaser comes to survey his new property. Inside is a bramble-mannered, unmild sort of man who's used to getting his way. So they fight like chickens? But, as they most is likely, they fall in love. Or maybe the drunk messes up. Drunk causes mayhem. A while later, an old prairie crosser can guess the news. Bad. And the soggy road I took, and the thorn ditches I ripped my pants in, the dog swill soups I swallowed. Don't be startled. Oh. Whoops. I know. Sorry. Just asking. What happened here? Sorry, the man's not our first concern. I'll tell you the story. No one died, but it's real dumb. Weird. Oof. Yeah. Explains the whiskey smell coming off that skulker over there. I just bought it. You don't understand. I came a long way, and the day I got here it burned. You just bought it? Why? A friend of mine is who sold it to me. Quick talker. Always was one. A weasel's mouth, we'd call it. Parents left those plains many winters past, but it's been in the family for generations. Just wait till your gaze lands on that golden roof. It's a real country miracle. I can't tell if I would have found success. Even go home? Wouldn't I be humiliated? I just don't know what's... Ugh. Quit sucking mustard. Huh? I said it's bad mustard breed. You're dooming yourself to a wretched night, chewing that off-tasting stuff. Thinking it makes you feel better. You've got a heart in your heart. Suck in your belly, move on. Replace your silks with heartier spin. You can do all that. But if you don't stop eating that what makes you sick, you won't last in low parts like this. I very much dislike that. You're gonna fall in love, that means. You have to see his meaning, don't you? I've decided. Cursed is what I am. You think so? Well, but listen. I'm sure there's stuff to salvage. If you need help with, salvage away. What I want with the garbage of a house that was never mine for more than a moment. I'll make my own life out here. Maybe I was meant to. Show. The embers of the inn dull and die. Yoga and the others cast around for a reason they're there. Something to save? Night soon sets in. What's among the rubble is mostly just more rubble. A little sifting turns up a treasure or two. Hides! And... Oops. Just a patrol. There's not even a thing to fight here. Oh, there we go. Now I can make them outposts, at least. What are we missing? Fabrics. Reworks. Alright. Charge! Oh! The Scattered Self! He only requires a weird angling and spontaneous journey. It's one of those modest, hopeful nights. Nothing gone wrong in a week. Shattered Self. Title. That our mindscapes have their own geography, ranges of thought, forests of figment. lakes of longing and mires of prejudice. The quest among these inner climes is just as daring a venture as the traditional hero's journey. John Lee, what did you say to the baker boy? He looked rattled. John Lee? A doctor's text. Dr. Kilnwell, his name is. Someone with a winking face threw it in the water. Basically, I had to retrieve it. Here you go again, talking about had to. I am the toad who doesn't bellow. I am the mustard that doesn't kick. I am Jean Lee Domley, and I am never found dry of secrets. Oh, right. Yoga. Me. I see it behind your eyes sometimes, too. Things go unexpressed, we'll dig fortifications in, and then they won't be easily removed. Candle quiet follows. It's the meager, wordless sound that wavers between a going-somewhere woman and her ever-too-faithful friend. And so they set on a journey, these are unclear where. Is that what we're on? A journey? Cool side quest! Oh, hold on. No. I want to set the hero. Danny can hang out back here. The journey often seems directionless to Yoga. Long cuts, chosen over short. Expeditions through the brambles and along barren tracks. They take hungry trails, starve for forage as much as for purpose. Jean Lee seems to wake each morning with confidence where her eyes should go, what horizon her feet should aim towards. And finally, I think we're here. Yeah, alright, well, where's here? It's inside of me. I guess what you mean is they're my insides, Yoga. My actual bones and organs. Jean Lee, Alright, well, how do we get inside you all of a sudden? Here, follow me. I get that it's a pretty unfirming idea. The trees are to be expected in a woman, a roamer like I am. Certainly you'd say she must have rocks in there, in the sky. I'd say that. But as I've sort of been approaching the idea a long time, we think our souls are inside of us. But what if it's just not just the geography? What if it's weirder than that? Like the soul's a bigger thing, and the body can exist inside and outside it. Venture beyond it, but also return and be centered in that space and find balance. And what if the body and soul are at once remote and holistic, maybe? Holistic. My response to that is, what do you say? I mean, it's behold, a pig has come. Makes itself known to them. Shuffling its hindquarters, it purses its ears. Amazing. Is it? Pig of my insides, tell me why I've felt so sick since the summer. What's cast such a gloom on my appetite? What turns my laughter rancid? John, ew. Listen tight. Okay. If you're after laughter with a warm and loving taste, your tool will be your misfortune, sweet and cherished. Count them lucky tears when you live to count them still. Oh, well, I've got you. Brush your teeth, please. Brush them none too gently. Eat and drink slowly, especially if it's right before bedtime. And finally, kill the parasite beings that's digging in your body matter. That's actually most of the problem. Jean Lee? What? Right, I wondered if it was the paraqueens. Jean Lee, why can the pig... Or what's the para-whatever site problem? Those bacteria dragons. See? Gnawing my spleen? Oh. Remember that it's my insides, Yoga. Be careful when you thrust and skewer. I'll... try. First, the bacteria things like doctors. Or tell me if this is crazy. What if we just tried talking to the disease? Nah, we're gonna dispose them like doctors. Medicine strike! Arr! I love it when the events get weird. Infection. An anthropomorphized disease? Let's just kill it, I guess. Splinter Blast, that's an AoE. That was easy. A lantern, individual dazzle, and adjacent enemy. Okay. The things turn to mush as they die. They puddle and seep into the ground. Well, I don't know what that was, but it was disease, and now it's gone. I'm already feeling so much better at digesting, so the remedy must have worked. Come on, Jean-Lee. That's obviously some absolute bizarre trick. The pig's a god or a lostling or something. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure the pig's my conscience. It also doesn't matter. Yeah, and that's the other thing. You can't really argue with results. Huh? Goodbye. Goodbye. It's several weeks before they're home again. Smell that half across town. Some of the onions and garlic till it looks like glass and maggots. Keep it up and give it a good sniff. Ah, how nice. Now throw it away because it's time for the rice. Here's the mushrooms you wanted. What book you got now? Cookbook? Oh, it's the same one as before. The back 2/3, it just becomes Dr. Clonwell's culinary villainaires. He was also an ambitious and wonderful chef, it seems. That's... well, but listen, Jean-Lee, I've been thinking of some more, and doesn't it still make the most sense that that wasn't a disease at all? I mean, it seems like some kind of illusory thing? An illusory thing? Why would it be inside my body, then? Right. Well, that's the other part of the... But you are feeling better. Yeah, my appetite's returned. I've got my great laugh back. Okay, well, maybe it is true. Can't argue with the results. So that's, what's the thing you're making? It's crawdads, ultimately. The recipe's just very circuitous. Oh, crawdads? Yep, delicious crawdads. Wonder if I could nab a few? Plus 10 retirement age and a free level. Pierce, give her wind walk. She moves pretty fast, doesn't it? She has 7.9 speed. I think she's good on movement. Let's give her Pierce. Now everybody get back here to save Danny before he's ambushed. Everybody get over here to save Danny before the incursion starts. The forge. They're swarming. There doesn't appear to be an obvious weak spot. And they're not exactly being subtle about it. I can hear their din from here. What do you think they're so agitated about? It's a forge. They probably love that stuff. It's like when you put me in front of a ham. Total mayhem. Mayhem? Damn it! Even the in-game Danny is punning! I hate this! Also, I need to make a clip of this later. If it's... I'll make a clip of that later. Danny will love it. So when it comes to the actual approach, stick together and push it, or they surround the forge, so we surround them. I would rather stick together. They probably outnumber us. We'll need all the defense we can manage. Think of it this way. Stories about easy battles is boring. I think this got boosted in strength because of the incursion that I'm not ignoring at the moment. So this might suck. Interviews. No shoes. This is a forge. The most you would get are like metal boots. And that's if the Morthagi haven't eaten them. Forge is back here. I could go around the back. I like that idea. Let's go around the back. Poor Yoga is going to take forever to catch up. This 3 movement is not great. Uh-oh, there's already a guy back here. Well, there goes our ambush. Damn it, damn it. And I can't get a... Yeah, because of the angle, I can't get a... Can't get flanks. Oh well, didn't need it. Shooting stealth means ignoring armor. That ahead of time. Alright, Yoga. Surprise! Unexpected guests. That was that one that was running from the other Morthagi at the beginning of the story. That's a lady with horns. I told you to run. Hey, I can fight, but one spears are gonna take these down. Get in here and help me! Madly is her name, and she is controllable. She has horns, bull horns. And she can throw her spear. Let's get her closer to us ASAP. Oh. The spear has to be thrown over a fairly large distance. Like that! Now let's get Danny in here. He's stealth, so the only enemy that should hit him is one that either gets very lucky or one that, AoEs in that area. Or walks into him in melee, I suppose. Fight! Yeah, okay, I should have seen that one coming. Ooh, Kira's dying! Kira collapsed, battle taking its toll. Have to fall back, will fight another day, loses 2 health permanently, or dies and gives armor to everybody. I'm okay with her losing 2 health permanently. That sucks, though. There we go. Perfect. That's what I wanted to see. She's not dead, thankfully. She's just, you know, way less health than normal. Get that watchman out of the way. Oh, dearie, dear, dear. very low chance to hit. But I can flank if I hit the melee hit. I wanted a way to get Yoga back up closer. Thank you, Foxfight. That'll do. Got him. Extra dodge. Let's be honest, Kira probably need it. Heroism is good. Shred armor with your attacks. Heroism. Sorry, I couldn't have been more help. I don't fight quite like I used to. That's alright, we'll take whatever help we can get. Everybody's taken care of who needs to be. They'll be alright. I just need a minute to get my head back on. It barged in here and tried to hide behind the furnace. Why would they go after their own kind like that? They wouldn't. There's something different about this one. I want to keep it around and see if I can compare it to the other Morthagi. Maybe I'll put it where the doorknob shelf used to be. Do you think you could help me drag? Sure. Hey, listen, we appreciate all you've done so far, but I have to ask, are those deepest tattoos? It's embarrassing, actually. I went through one of their initiation rituals years ago. They made some intriguing claims about life extension, and I was into that sort of thing. But the promises didn't pan out. And they ended up being pretty unpleasant characters. Cults come and go, but tattoos are forever. Teacher kids that one. 11 years of peace. One safe tile. All those victories, no infested tiles remaining, no lurking threat. Hey, we got rid of a Morthagi. Lemony. During the years of peace, Danny and Jean-Lee were stopped by a traveling man, a resident of that small village in Darkdeer Highlands where the Great One once feasted. He thanked them again for slaying the monster and ending the darkest days of his life. Danny absorbed it all and came away proud. Kira enjoyed spending time with the researchers of Swiftbell Scales. They were dedicated enough to their work that they didn't incessantly try to chatter up. Jean-Lee was approached by an old acquaintance who told her the offer still stands. With clenched teeth, Jean-Lee told them to forget the past, forget her name, and never return. Jean-Lee and Yoga kept the schedule of sparring afternoons. Jean-Lee punctuated almost every shot with a witty comment. Never treated the Morthagi to this banter. Why waste your breath on an audience that won't appreciate it? You're saying I do. Alright. Crafting! First thing is, we'll probably want to set up some armor for folks. need more speed. She's fine. Okay. This'll work. Let's go with the ghost trap. Here, armor wording block, armor accuracy block, armor wording stunt chance. And do I have enough materials to get through different? I do, but it's only slightly less speed. Arrgh. Okay. What if I spent some of my legacy points? This will increase his speed a lot. Lower his armor pretty significantly, though. Let's do this. Ooh, that's 4 legacy points, though. No. Do this one instead. See, we can also make a stone bow now, because we've unlocked bows. Including the stone longbow. Can't make her a wand, huh? Nope. Need more spell threads. Okay, this will have to do. Leah, you're back. I was so worried. When you wrote about that horrible immortal mechanical nonsense, I was afraid you lost your mind. Nonsense? I'm completely serious. Why are you making that face? There's a plague out there. I'm telling you, I found a way to bypass death, and you're making that face. You can't bypass death. What you're talking about? That's something else. Something unnatural, abominable. The Morthagi have always been tools. We've used them to achieve countless other things. So why not this? Yoga had visited Madly a few times. They picked apart Morthagi elbows and made up stories about the ancient mortifishers over jugs of wine. They dug into the body of the strange Morthagi as well, but Madly remained puzzled as to how it worked. So when Yoga received an urgent invitation to the forge, they set off immediately. Thank you. Listen. Gray hairs. She's age 2. I have very important, potentially dangerous information. I knew I had to share it with you. Of course. You might even say I'm honored to be the person that you'd come to. First. Hey, Yoga. About time. We've been waiting for you. I'd start with pleasantries, but there's nothing pleasant about this. A wave of Morthagi have been moving across the countryside. A little further out, closer to the well searcher, but causing just as much destruction. Based on the way they're spreading, it seems they originated in Warmclin Tops. I've had some amazing cheeses from there. Well, if we weren't motivated by duty and glory before, now we add cheese to the list. There are almost certainly some of the old Mortifishers' workshops there, and if I wouldn't be surprised if Mortifishers are still around? No, but their workshops are, and some Morthagi can manufacture more of themselves without a person overseeing the process. So, the Rangers of Valiant Freedom sets out again. This brawny baker type had just moved next door, too. That sounds like a Dannyism. I'm finishing up a better weapon, but I'll try to meet you at Rain Cove Ring. Maybe I'll have some tales to tell him later. Any insights? No. It's standard in some ways, but then the core of it is bizarre. Something complicated is going on here, but I can't figure out exactly what. Excuse me. You have the body of my friend in there. You've kept it in decent condition. I appreciate it. Apologies, this must be strange. Not at all. That is... yes, it is strange. I have many questions for you. The shadows deepen. All monster groups will draw an extra card every battle. Okay, so we start here. There's our recruit. We have barely enough legacy points to recruit somebody from the legacy. And then we have all these to search. You may have to build a pass. Cool. Pick from Legacy. Ooh, Luxion! We get Luxion back! Balme, too. Let's get Luxion. Untouchable Battlements. Kira and Danny went in town about a hum of tension and talk. Was Searcher always this boisterous? Luxion cobbling is just slain a monster. Something got all the way up here? Nasty thing was trying to creep up from the forest. Luxion took care of it, though. It was something to watch. It was gross. She remembered some proverb about dragonflies, then walked out and annihilated it. I didn't realize folks like that actually existed. Where is she now? Out by the barns, keeping kids from poking the carcass. Hey, Renender, back up. Don't need you stirring any vengeful ghosts. Nobody touch it. I'll know if you did. You'll get a rash. They're at Will Searcher, then. Well, just the one, so not the moment anymore. Just when you settle down and get the garden started, Fate has other plans. It sounds like you've got quite a knack for taking them down, though. We're looking for that. We? Kira, the Rangers of the Valiant Freedom. I've heard of you. Luxion Cobblings. We've heard of you, too. Luxion's back! As soon as we prepare her. That's right. I set them up to be perma-rivals. Alright, so yeah. She has Battle Dance skill, Untouchable skill like we chose before. But she also is still progressed 2 levels of Storm Touched. So she still gets her Static Shock ability. She gets her Wind Walk ability. And she gets her Storm Spirit. She has the Deteriorated Pioneer Guard, which is the type of armor she had before. And she has the Petroglass Sea Spear. Artifact and Water, the one from the previous story. The legendary spear. Remember? I'm super happy. She does have the Cyclone attack, so I have to pay attention not to use that around allies. Relationships, Danny, rival. Alrighty. Let's get this place out of the way first. And then we can move back down and around. Wolfolk Timberland. All the sweltering stars. Our stars climb high tonight. Oh, are those ones ours? Always climbing around, our little stars. It's a good omen. You believe in omens, Luxion? You start to. Spend enough time alone, you start having conversations with existence. Omens, signs, fortune. There's so much out there that if you're willing to find, maybe. Relying on the universe is trusting a bear with your baby. Shoot. Reminds me of... Can I still remember that story? 31% chance to succeed? Is this your sign? My guardians, my guides? 16%? Maybe I do wonder, does she see something I don't? 31%. I remember this event being particularly difficult to succeed. I want to try it this way. I'm fond myself of making company with the world's great quiets. Am I senseless? Is there a great pattern in front of my eyes waiting for me to put it together? Or even a candle-thin sign? I just don't think I'll ever see it. Maybe that's the difference. Oh well, what's the line between the book witch and... Treasure these questions, clothed the witch grinning wide. They'll distract you from aging. They'll lengthen your stride. Yeah, that's the one. Insight. All heroes stunt chance together. Hey, look, he can actually move out here significantly. Hey, look, everything wants to eat me. Whoosh. Blind you. Because you're less likely to, you're more likely to get killed. Oh, right. Blind actually took an action because I already used a free action. My bad! Danny doesn't have enough range. Or enough movement. Whoop. Bone land. Got him anyway. Can't get a flank. Oh well. Didn't need it. You're at so little health. Oh dear. Open! Good stun. And super long range kill. Still haven't leveled up. Hero, you're killing me. See. Now they deal more damage with their fire breaths. Alright, build something here. It's good sight. Stunt chance. Still going with that synergy. The more she stunts, the more Danny gets a huge boost to his stunt chance because the runs. Root Duck Timberland. Ooh, wait. Oh, it's only strength 5. We'll murder it. There's been times in my life I would have given a finger to have a good fire. Yeah? Suppose it's good you didn't meet the finger collector then. That guy was weird. I didn't do fires though. Stop mumbling for a second. You hear that? Hushed voices and careful footfalls approach down the overgrown path. To Danny's ears, even these muffled noises are perfect. Come forward, strangers. If you're friendly, come forward slowly. Silence, perhaps a minute of it, is all the answer that emerges from the thick wall of brush. Then... Chess, you're not fooled by this. We're prolonging the inevitable. Yes, mistress. Should I offer myself? Introduce us. We hear your... Ho there. Ho? You look like experienced... whatever you are. Bandits? Rogues? Not hounding captives, I hope? Why, are you someone important, Bushmaster? Well... Oh, move it, you fool. How are you so miserable at this? Sorry, mistress. Here, take my arm. A pair of travelers clambers free of the bracken, their clothing fine, but a tad filthy. Hello, strangers. I'm Chess, servant and apprentice to this prestigious and lovely woman who... Well, perhaps we shouldn't use your real name? That's VtuberEN Broad. Oops, she knows your name. And why wouldn't she? VtuberEN, the dream chanter, poet and peerless singer. Impossible to turn away an ear when she's plucking strings, spinning yarns, deploying her famous vowels. Well, you don't seem like a threat. Come sit by the fire. We're not in any kind of bad business. By the fire sounds grand. John Lee, mistress. The small camp settles a little awkwardly. Introductions go around. Shortly thereafter, Lokshin can't help herself. She bends VtuberEN's right ear. Our reality is indivisible from our mythology. That's a quote from Milladine, as I'm sure you know. You really cemented the truth of it for me, though. See, I got to listen to your performance in Glimmerscene and Well Searcher. Masterful. I heard about your rendition of Watchdom, host spoken for an audience of craftspeople. On a dry eye, they said. Yes, I remember those days. I try not to miss them. Oh, mistress, you don't need to say it. I do, though. Just that nothing lasts forever. Bad fever took my lofty registers from me, my volume. Performance is such a physical thing. Must forget that. I'm weak nowadays. I lean on him, my student Chas there. Mistress, I would love to show that gift to you again, but it's gone now. Only the memory remains. Why not try a small song? Even if it's quiet, even if it's just a shadow of you. We'd like it. Well, I could try. It's been a few years now. 71% chance to succeed. Or we could see what the apprentice has learned. He doesn't look confident. Let's take the risk. VtuberEN Broad, the dream chanter, pulls her instrument from its case. A hum collects in her throat, then ebbs, then rises again, spilling between pitches and stops. Don't strain yourself, mistress. It's a good night. I think I may have a few verses in me. First, she moves her fingers over the strings of the mandolins. Great rings of sound, chords, and twanging breath. The melody hangs and wobbles and winds around the ear. It curls in the heart like an old dog returning. My father wrote this for me. It was my first song. Next, she begins to sing. I sit inside the wind. The moon looks down on me. The places that I've been all linger distantly. I'm here for you whenever you need me. I'm here to see that someday you don't. Her voice is sheer as gauze. It yields to the slight sigh of a breeze, but it persists, trembling strong. Beautiful. You'll find me in a tree, if a tree is there to find. Stand tall or on your knees, a tree will treat you kind. Though I'm here for you when you don't want me, I'm here for you in case someday you do. Sorry, without an actual tune to work from. Suddenly an unpleasant sprick closes her mouth. She swallows, appears to be fighting a cough. Unshed tears are starlight in the firelight. Are you? Mistress. But she shakes her head. Her fingers repair the halting tune. Now I live in smoke. The clouds and cliffs my bed. The weird and rippling water bends around your head. Night comes along like a string with a song. Asks me to travel on, but I'll wait until you're sleeping. That was my father's lullaby. It's not written down, is it? My life, I know, has been blessed. The night before the fight at Dwarven, a dream loom passed quietly. Oh, that event removes a calamity! And thank you, Megatron. I tried my best without a tune. And we all get 2 damage and potency for a few turns. So yeah, that's gonna make this go a lot better. This time I'm doing this on purpose. It's like... You got a problem? Send Lokshin at it. That'll get the problem solved real quick. Wow, this thing's ran the fuck away. Look at his range. This is his, basically his Overwatch range. All that red. Fucking wild. Watch him back here in case the fire breath decides to. There we go. That's what I wanted to see happen. His fire breath range was shorter than Yoga's Overwatch range. Unlock, open mine, interviews with 3 additional targets. Wow. Nope, Baker Board didn't. Batteries are now in play. Armor. Scout over here. Uh-oh. That's all I can afford to get rid of. I have very few legacy points. Incursion! We're going to go here to prepare our defenses. Oh, wandering stranger, come hide from the moon. The barrels are full and the fiddle's in tune. Come ask the barkeep for a bowl, cup and spoon. We'll dance you to sleep, or we'll drink until noon. It's in the Well Searcher Tavern every night. You haven't heard it? The chorus is better. Danny glances at a gleam. Kira reels his dagger in her hands, just flashing with a mixed light of the moon and fire. Oh, it's nothing. It's got the mark of the old knight. Though she clutches it away, her friend has already gotten a good look. It's too late to deny it. The vision of the blade, once beheld, can never be forgotten. Annie. The rippling edge is oddly arresting. The old Wayne family's grim crest glares, graven into the hilt. I didn't mean to let you see it, but what I intend seems to weigh little in its gravity. Darkness is in every heart already, right? No evil magic required for that. But this blade somehow makes that darkness grow until it kills. My only friend from way back? Anyway, he passed it to me. According to the legend, this weapon, the Oath of Old Wayne, was made by the last persecuted Old Wayne mystic. It was made for vengeance, to cause suffering. It ruined the whole age of our land, shattered what generations had built. Did you notice Kira didn't have a last name naturally over here? So now, I need to make sure that doesn't happen again. That's where we're headed, isn't it? To destroy that thing. Do you still want to come along? I know it's dangerous. I intend to slip away once we got close. You're not scaring me off, Kira. Sounds like you need a friend. Okay, so, before we do that, however, because that's going to take us... Where does she want to go with her? Oh, we'd have to go through this one. No, it would take us to here, which is... It's not telling me how long that's going to take them to go. But we'll keep it on the map, and we'll come back to it after we deal with this incursion. $15 days. Yeah, that's not enough to get there and back. A booming throat hangs its battle call in the air, and the more voices join, sharper, closer, in shriller octaves. It's the Drauven. It's the Lizardmen. How should defenders respond? Heroes rise when the day is darkest. Charge, 63% chance to succeed. Prepare with their approach, 23%. Stay hidden. Charge every single time so far. As the opposing numbers become obvious, the cry for courage dies in their throats. This could be the last battle they fight. The little militia wavers around. Failure! So all enemies get one temporary health. Great. I hate these guys. I hate them so much. Farmers to take their pot shots first. Yoga to cover the door. Jeanly to cover Yoga. Danny to cover Jeanly. Stuff's gonna spawn from there though. Archers. Oh, they put out the fire. Huh, I forgot they could do that. Oh well. Have more fire. That's the fun thing about interfusing fire. It hits in a line. You have to be careful not to hit your own people, though, because yes, that'll happen a lot. Dark spawn, okay. Fires keep going away. Maybe an elementalist makes them last longer or something? I don't remember. Oh well. Fuck it, make it rain. It didn't come from here. Huh. I guess it doesn't always spawn like that. Let's rain. Dead. Whoosh. And oh, there's still more out here. Where at, I wonder. Alright, there's nothing over there, so it must be from over here somewhere. There's one. Oh, last one. Right. This is gonna be you three. Story continues. Hero leads Danny into the ancestral lands of the Old Wayne family. The Old Wayne legend is a rich well of villains for well searcher storytellers, a group of questionably related kinfolk living in a secluded manner, practicing dark crafts. It had to be in a swamp, didn't it? No wonder these people are so morbid. Come on, better if we stick close. That's a frog and a turtle. Or a fertile. Or a trog. No, trog's already a thing, so it must be a fertile. It's not so bad when you've got thick enough stones, only bad for visitors, which is probably what they intended. Soon they're within a proper ruin, with towers sunk half and many of them tumbling. We're looking for a forge? There's a stairwell. And there you go. You sure this is right? This is how you unmake the thing? Here, take the torch. A froggle, maybe. As Kira draws the dagger, the oath of Old Wayne, the eyes over the forge begin to glow. The forge roars awake, vomiting hot coals. But like the dagger itself, the glowing embers arrest her eyes. And then she sees two futures in the flames. In one, she sees herself aged and alone, still fighting the same long losing battle she's embroiled in today. In the other, she's not much older than she is now. She used the power of the dagger to bring peace to those she loves. Perhaps she should wield it. It would change her, but not immediately. In the meantime, think of the good she could accomplish. For her friends. For this world. It would doom her to isolation. But wasn't she already isolated? Destroy the dagger, or keep the dagger? We're gonna destroy the damn thing. The dagger meets the forge and instantly melts. The coals jump and fly. Frigid air fills the room, snuffs the torch. And then, an apparition takes you. Is it truly done? You cast away that cursed blade of mine? Yours. A spirit resolves in the form of a woman. I made it in vengeance, to punish the world that persecuted my family. So rashly done. You regret it, you mean? The anger was cold in me long before the blood stopped running. But I'd set it in motion. Someone else would need to end it. I can't answer for all the pain I've caused. But to you, at least. The glow that surrounds the last Old Wayne mystic glares brightly for a moment. She's gone. Where she stood lies what seems to be a bolt of fabric. At a second glance, it's a cloak closely. Spirit bends and picks it up. You sure you want to touch that? Just got through destroying an evil artifact, didn't we? This feels different. A bestial bellow echoes down the stairwell. I love the face. I love the face. Atonement of Old. That's definitely going. A mushrots! You fought one of these already. This isn't going to deal much damage because of how much hoarding it has. Blinded, you're blinded, so you didn't hit us. And you stood too close to Kira. Just took damage because of it. Zealous Leap, that would help. Wolf Call. Broad Swipes, though. Broad Swipes means when he swings, he automatically hits other targets. These are all really good. But I'm gonna go with Zealous Leap, because movement speed is his number one weakness. You leave the Old Wayne estate behind to sink into the obliviating muck of time. You good? I'll be fine, just feeling sorry for just all the suffering that gets buried in the stories we tell, and the ones we don't. It will be a while before they feel like talking again, but not so long. And by the morning of their return, they'll carry peace in their hearts. And a level! Let's see. Ooh. But that'll mean all of her interfusions will suck if I do this. So let's give her an element. The day is calm. The scouting mission has discovered nothing dangerous. Having outdistanced her companions, John Lee sits to rest. Does she sleep? Dream? Is it a vision? A metaphor? Or does the tortoise truly come to speak to her? She has seen somewhere before the patterns that swirl upon its shell. Of course you have. This pattern is everywhere. In the wind, in the stars, in the sea, in the storm, in the fire, in the fern. We have always been here. We hold up the earth and the sky, the storm. We protect the fern and the water and the wheat. You should understand that. You protect others also. You're one of us. Don't you feel it? One with the earth and wind and water. A guardian. Of course I am. Okay, this is too crazy. Sorry, Turtle. I need to wake up. Are you sure I'm the one you want? Your choices throughout your lifetime have fitted into this task. You were not born a guardian, but you have molded yourself into it, moment by moment, day by day. You are worthy to join the fellowship, I see. Do you accept? Yes, absolutely. What happens now? While you live? Nothing. Continue as you have. After your death, we will discuss this matter. Do I become a tortoise? The precise form is open for negotiation. It almost makes it sound as though you guardians are all around. Throughout the world. Everywhere. It does, doesn't it? Be well, Jean-Li. We will speak again one day. Hey, Jean-Li, you been napping on the job? No, Did you see There's a pretty cool tortoiseshell pendant. Did you just find it here? No, it's kind of a long story. Someday I'll tell you. Plus 0.7 health. Plus 15 block, but only she gets to wield it. That is amazing. 15 extra block. Hell yeah. This place needs patrol. Can't do it until everybody else gets here, though. Can't patrol with only 2 people. Uh-oh! Infestation. There's the turtle. Let's build something here first. What do I need? Hide spell thread. Oh, hide the spell thread. Alright, let's control this. I need legacy points. I'm too low. Night, Megatron! Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. We're doing the early stream tomorrow, which is the Monster Hunter stream with Danny and Ryu. Hope to see you there. Alright, let's go scouting. More infestation has covered every single other tile. But it only makes this one strength 5, so... Is that Danny up there? Yeah, looks like he's coming back. Well, it's just like Jean-Li said. Well, Searcher is just over the hill there. Time for a few pints and a hot meal. This is a waste of time. We still have 2 hours of daylight. We should press on. Aw. We've been traveling a lot lately. We could all use the break. Tomorrow we fight, but tonight we drink. Come on, I'm buying the first round. Woohoo! You all go ahead without me. I don't feel like pubbing it tonight. You know what? I'll catch up to you later. How about help me with that leg sweep move? What's wrong with you? Or maybe I should give her some space. Honestly, stick with your wife. Hey, you made it. We have a table in the back. Yeah, I'm gonna grab an ale and I'll be right over. Hey, you there. You're with the Rangers of Valiant Freedom, right? That I am. You lot run with that Jean-Li gal, don't ya? We do, but she's not with us tonight. Good. She ain't allowed back in. Not after the fight with the Blackheart gang. I'm still sweeping up teeth from those poor sods. She got into a fight here? It wasn't no fight. It was a one-sided tornado, knocking those brutes off their feet left and right. 2 of them had to be carried out. Are you going on again about Jean-Li? That lout, she only got involved when they tried to get fresh with me. What? She did? I mean, they did? Mm-hmm. Came to my rescue, she did. You tell Jean-Li it's alright with me if she comes back again. Alrighty. Fire Spirit! That's gonna be risking my life to go all the way after that. So, we're gonna give it some time. I honestly want Kira to get it, but she might be the least likely to be able to. Alright. I want to flash all these guys, if I can. Flash cone. I cannot. But I can hit these 2. And then maybe just kill this one. Cool. Okay. Kira's in way less danger if she runs up now. Plus, she's going to deal a ton of damage to them because of her damage aura that I have not been taking advantage of so far. So close. Even though those are the only enemies left, it doesn't end the fight because enemies are going to spawn. Cool. Tier 1 Fire Flail. Box Rattle of Captain Hate. Or how about something like the Chain Suck. Wind Walk. Zoom! Oh, time damage got a level. Sharpshooter's decent. Quelling Moss would be fun, but he already has an attack that's like it with the flash. So we'll go Sharpshooter. It may not be tide turning, but something significant happened here today. We should name this place. You think something like Cat Leave Blind? Well, sure, that's the overall place. But okay, so this is the same thing we did before. In fact, I'm pretty sure she's the one who named it. The Earthen Witness. Did she even name it the same thing? Alright. Stunt chance. Auction. Okay, before we continue on, I want to take a quick break. Just a couple minutes to get up, stretch, get a drink, whatever you and I need to do to be able to keep playing comfortably or watching comfortably. Well, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Sound good? Well, too bad. I'm the one in charge. So, be back in a bit. we're back. All right. We're going to go ahead and go clockwise. Scout this out. And attack. It's still only strength 5. It was here, upon a secret lake, in a secret place, on a moonless night fit for promise breakers, sober thieves, for dancers deciding not to be seen. It was here on such a night she fled. Pursued by the wrath of a goddess she cheated. Here Hadilia Starkton laid her life's treasure to rest. Green odors arise from the lake at its black muddy shore. A solitary moonpiper whistles while the windless reeds hold silent. I miss you, Plaguer, my dear water prince. I wonder if you swam here once or twice or many times. You tell me the changing stories of this lake. As Danny speaks of his faraway love, he sees something strange. Spiderweb thin and strung from stone to star. An impossible thread of light. And what stories they might be? Should I fail to return, I tether you to these constellations. The line will fade, but in the season of Italy, when a night stars are sanely scattered, then your morning light shall be skyward, and yet let another windy pair of eyes be your discoverer. 20 hard strokes from shore, Danny hauls himself up. Through a hole the size of a pine nut, warmthless light streams. A device to remember the spot? Or just to lure someone here? To one end, I should maybe ask. Even as he watches, it starts to shrink. The night sky rolls toward a horizon. The light sinks back into the ground. It murmurs to me almost sweetly. Dig, Danny, dig. Whatever's down there, perhaps you need me to find you. Finding himself unstruck by an unhappy hand of the heavens, he bends to dig. And soon, scraping earth away with the hearty knock of his bow, Danny discovers the secret of the stony lake isle. A book for my friend. This is unquestionably a rock. Not just a rock, maybe, though, right? Maybe there's a secret nestled inside? Like in that story about the, what's it called? Underhouse? The gnome one. I suppose it's worth a little more curiosity. Bending, he gives it a tug. It's quite loose. So he gets his hands under it, hoping to heave it out. And almost falls on his butt. It's light. That's what, then what's it, what could it possibly be composed of? I've heard of ultralight minerals being mined out of meteorites. I wonder if a familiar voice calls to him then. Danny, the shore. Here, that you? What do you mean hold on, I'm coming back. You'll float, won't you? Let's wrap you in, where's my oilcloth? Let's wrap you in that, in case you don't like water. The swim back is ungraceful, the bagstone bobbing, tied at Danny's waist. Yoga found their position, the Draven, mustered up in the old quarry. Something must have pulled you the other direction, though. Turns out it was this strange variety of rock that... I'll let you hold it later. Danny's rock is peculiar. Odder than even its odd properties would seem to make it. Of water and star, of wishing salt and mented laughter. A stone old story begins to tell itself. Alright. Nasty. Let us approach from one of the sides, so we have a better means of defending ourselves. Surprise! Flash bomb! No! That's what happens when your Overwatch is ridiculously big in radius. Wasn't this door closed before? No. No, it wasn't. Oh. But I'll still let them come to us. Should be another one of those around somewhere. But our decision is made as to which direction to go, at least. Another dart. Oh well. There's supposed to be more enemies. I thought, oh well, I miscounted. Ooh, pike. That's better than his regular pike. Days go by. The battle at Jamil Quarry becomes another Drow-haunted memory. Danny palms over the stone he found, maybe for another reason than that its strangeness, its texture, its contours are becoming familiar. That's how he discovers the secret. What's this I'm touching? Hey, that shadow on the hillside? Turns out it's just an old dry well. People must have built out here and died that no one's ever heard of. Wax has been tamped into a groove that is otherwise hard, smooth surface. Sweating wax, softened by the fire's nearness. Danny? Oh, you came back. Sorry. Want me to repeat myself? I mean, that is an option. Screwing first the thumb down through the wax, Danny squeezes his fingers in. Something's been preserved in the... and pinches loose a rolled up slip of paper. Uh-huh. An ancient note is scrawled in runes Danny can't read. A map links star reckonings with hill shapes. A diagram swims with stick images, swirls, and repeated shape that must be a rock. So, for 3 thick logs of fire, Danny will study it. Comparing constellations, interpreting the sketches of a hurried hand. Takes 2 people by the looks of it. Yeah, to wash a rock? Bathe it, he said. More intimate. I guess that's true. Wait, why are we saying that's true? Intimate? I'll identify the right time I'll apportion myself some time, for the trip. You do that. Long after fire's embers, Danny is up and Matt moves her. Wait, I do know that much. That's apple tree. Your fault, Earth and Sky. Put an old riddle in the way of my hands, I never do let go. Right. Aha! Child Knight. We will go there in just a sec after we secure this location. Stone bathing. Here's a cold spring sunrise. Danny discovered a strange rock buried in a lonesome lake island. It weighed less than a pickle pot, but in his thoughts it became a mountain. Secreted in wax along its contours, he discovered a note, a map with drawn instructions. Sure, go ahead and mock me. I'm a starry-eyed idiot sometimes. I can't even argue. So, on an early spring morning, shadows of the land making it all the glimpse of another age, another world. On a morning like this one, with questions all stacked so high they're heavy, best to go and start finding answers. William Bart? Danny, I was thinking about borrowing... Wait, where are you off to? Cannot go alone. Just one person, huh? Let's send Lakshan with him. Everybody else can scout. And this time they'll patrol. Dodging Destiny. Yoga and Kira have an idea. Yeah, that'll do fine. Kira, you in? Oh, you are in here. You went to the shed without me? Huh? Wasn't Jean Lee supposed to drag you out to fish? Oh, I've been evading her. Is that what she wants? Evading? That's perfect. Well, want to help? I'm fixing armor. Don't want to help. That's definitely a question. Fine, but I'll be a while. Oh, I know something we could do. Fix armor? No, love, that's not... No, let's travel the old trails to Lucaria Valley. We'll see the sights, eat good food, and ignore our responsibilities. Just for a little while. Eyes are meant for finding beauty. Yours and mine were meant to search together. I guess we could use this, huh? A bit of leisure? Not Danny. We want Sean. But we're not going to do that yet, because we want to finish the patrol. Yeah, I'd stake my son's breakfast on it. This here's the place he needs. I've really done it, haven't I? You guys liable to fall in love with me now. Such a nuisance. Bright, cool day. Can I trust you with these secrets? A grim, brave rager with sweeter things than the world sometimes on his mind. Never go anywhere with this weirdo, okay? Alone? Not ever again. Danny tenderly tucks the rock inside some weatherproof sackings. It's the end of the journey. Almost. Lakshan feeds a frivolous fire. Wonder if that man's coming back. Been a long piece of the morning now, hasn't it? Oh wait, here he is. Hey, get ready. Get ready? Yabard! Oh, for that? Yep, I've returned! At least he has returned. Oh, come on, I didn't get ya. I mean, it was cute. This pain in the ear, Danny, happens to be a skilled hunter. I mean that in the olden way. Better than most you'll find. Hard to creep up on. Get him to give you a lesson. I don't do lessons, no. Wow. But, so one might say that you're as talented as your face is striking, huh? What a combination! More to the point, how about that mountain spring? You left one direction, came back the other. Oh, well, yes, anyway, it's where I remember it being. Of course it was. Let's lunch and let me lie down for a moment, and I'll hike you up with you back up there. Shouldn't take longer than a couple hours. We're still fit, aren't we? Mountainside's got nothing to do with our bones. So after lingering for a late morning meal, the man, Greek, whose ranch is nearest the mountain, leads them up. Yeah, the rain will move the rocks around sometimes, but it's never not the slopes I learned my herbs on. Chuckle of water, happy in its path. Damp, newtly smells and the spicy aroma of cinderbloom. All year round, it sings its tune, just like this. Never frozen, never too warm or icy, just like this. Reminds me of my younger days, other water sides. Whoops, now I see why you went that way around. Been a holy place sometimes, when lots of holy places was a thing folks needed. Nowadays, we don't think that way. But it is neat. Fed from deep below, I guess I've heard. Anyways, reminds you of your weird waterling lover, you can just say. Wish he was here. Plager. His original name is one of those hefty to pronounce old words. It's translated as Starfall Spring. Starfall Spring. Starfall Spring. Like it? You should see it at night. Know why it's called that? Here we go. Get up here and you can scoot yourself down on your butt. Almost got to. So slippery. The rain-smooth rock is salted with dirt and gravel. The mountain continues higher, where it can be heard battling tireless winds. Great boulders guard the water. Yeah, so this is the pool you're looking for? If it's not, I'd be genuinely shocked. The name, though, for some reason captures my imagination. I think as for the name, just wait. It's from how it looks under the stars, like someone knocked a few of them down, glimmer in the water. Beautiful things. Like gemstones, I mean. Is that it? Whoop. So, but I do need to get back and check the ox isn't dead. I'll come along in a week's time. I'll bring supplies for you. I can't say I feel guilty about it, but you're very kind. And it's honestly nice. It's nice, and thank you. So coming back, yeah. Burn some drift moss. I saw some down there. Burn it at the foot of the mountain, and we'll provide assistance on the way up. We'll look for smoke then. A week. Or 10 days. 10? Yeah, but thank you for outland gallantry, and well, we'll see how it goes. Maybe it won't take so long, whatever you're doing. You can spend some time at my ranch. Sure, that could happen. Alright, watch me fall back down and break my... Nope, here we go. Okay, I'll... Not hard to feel warmth in that man's gaze, is it? Don't know what you mean. Is it possible I'm overthinking it? Misreading him? That smile, though. Danny studies his instructions once more as the pale light pinkens and passes from the sky. They'll take time, too, to prepare camp. And as night blossoms... Hey, leave those ropes alone. Come look at this. In a second, I'm prepping a torch. No, don't bring a torch. You'll ruin the... Just read the vibe sometimes. Selection clambers up to gaze on something she'll remember for the rest of her life. When did it become so glimmer-kissed? It's the only word I can think of to say. Or unword, really. Unword, fine. No, yeah, it was a moment ago. It's about as accurate, as precise as I can get. I'd turn my head, and when I glanced back, sparkle, sparkle. Understand now why it's inspired their awe and pride, folks here. So as far as... Oh. As far as our whole stone bathing, this'll be night 1. Ooh, did you see that? Yeah, there's so... As if huge hammer swinger shattered pearls against the great black slate. It's truly a numinous place. So it's night 1. We are trying this. I'm embarrassed suddenly. I get it, but it was the whole thing, right? Yeah, so here. He reaches out, lets the rock down in one palm until it floats and pulls his arm back. The water feels weird, warmer than air. A phantom sensation lasts on the skin even after Danny withdraws his hand, like an invisible current, churning. Remembering his waterline. Plager, my happy splashing deep-eyed. Water stories last longer than the river forms they follow. I wish you knew what it felt like, listening, with your fingers, to the water. I wonder if it'd be anything like this sensation. What are you asking me? What? Oh, don't worry about it. Miss him. Anyway, we bathe this rock. We start to try and bathe it, yeah. And that's what they'll do. Holding it under, pouring water over it with their cupped hands, watching the water stream off its glimmering smooth surfaces, the buoyant stone fights submersion. They'll wind up taking shifts. Inevitable boredom and mounting exhaustion turn what first seemed whimsical task into a muscle-chewing challenge. And that's thing 1. Ugh. Yeah. Another night to another to another. Evening to midnight to the black early hours. The sun peeks in like a puzzled friend each morning, pitying their cold bones in that cramped mountain crook. Sometimes, among mindless stretches of tasks, they feel peace. Sometimes the world's beauty beats on the hardened senses of even its worst worn and weariest. Weaves on the rocky coast. Reduces the resistance. reveals dark, fresh awe. Their studied sun-bleached impressions of things that seem so solid and permanent. It's 12 days on, overcast at noon. That grinning man, Breek, returns. Figure you wouldn't see my smoke, so I just carried things up myself. Wee-ho! They take the night off to talk and eat together, enjoying the bread, meat, and wine he's brought. So I did rummage a little, asked the brute who now keeps the Red Orchard, and I pruned from him a little sprig of lore I hadn't heard. That this pool was in fact made by a star that fell to Earth long, long ago in the youth of sands and water. It's certainly in the name. I don't... Wait, you mean because it's Starfall Spring? You think, could that be what it means? The following morning, he's up before either of them. Stealing off to in the blush of dawn is a roguish exit, I'll give you that. Oh. You don't have to explain, I get it. Well... Okay, well, listen, I should probably clear something up. No, I'll go first. I have to apologize. To you. I probably made you think. And Breek, ranch owner and unfailing windy heart, gives grim accounting of his casually on-leading ways. And the beloved wife he has at home, who is not at all deceased, as he may have implied on the first meeting with Danny and Lakshan. He stoops as he trudges down the mountain, heavy still with the weight of his confession. What? Lakshan finds it hilarious. They'll return to the rhythm of their labors. Poor guy. Oh, why were you born this way, Breek, you scoundrel, you heartbreaker? Several nights pass, and they've continued taking their turns, bathing with the rock and drying by the fire. So, does it feel like this needed both of us? Well, assuming there aren't any invisible factors. Hey! What'd you... Oops. What? The little rock beast paddles and hauls itself ashore. Suddenly, like it woke up from its mineral dream. Waggle. We should... Feels beyond question, right? Follow it, you mean? Yes, I'm stuck bringing up the rear. Don't worry, I'll chase you down. Get as much stuff as I can. Already, Danny has to hurry, leaping down the night boulders. On a pathless scramble to who knows where. They need to control here now! Can we please sleep? Feet fumbling, light falling. By tonight, it'll be 2 full days they've been walking. We survived much longer journeys, and we'll go as far as our hearts allow, but we need... We can't die for this. We'll tell the story then. What happened? It apparently can interpret speech? Rock will probably just open back up, don't you think? On our own? Be nice to know, wouldn't it? Unfortunately overlooked this possibility. Sharper minds would have bottled some of that spring water. Yeah, you know, I wish I'd suggested such a thing while we were there, Danny. No, I include myself in... Oh, well. Fatigue and frayed nerves who drive me silence than to sleep. But dawn glows on the dew-shining crest of an alert stone head. Waggle. Huh? Already go? It's set here. Why don't... Here, my sense of, I don't know, symmetricalness? I should stay this time. I'm trying to say, pack things up. You go on ahead. Symmetry. Sure. Alright. How suspiciously thoughtful all suddenly. They trek over the scrubbly feet of mountains onto sheets of yellow-gray field. The threadbare fields are clutched up onto the knees of thinning hills. On these wind-hollowed hills, Danny and Lakshan trace the path with their unflagging, small-striding guide. You're still sore about coming on this trip, right? How many nights since the pool? 9. 9, counting also the one we didn't stop for. It seems to take comfort in its closeness to other stones. Maybe just finding a sturdy spot so it does not roll away? The long, slow chase ends the following morning. They are hidden from a cloudy sky by musky woods. The rockwind stops. How long has it been? Just a few moments? What's it showing us? It's dancing! Dunno, I keep waiting for a unreality veers close to being. They see a hanging image, a light swarm, a memory, the specter of a home that bitterly had stood. Well before the towns they know, well before. It was a fearful place for the girl who lived there, a place she couldn't leave. For though she was born a blissful, ember-fond girl, she became something else instead. She became a girl chased by wildfire, a girl tangled, chewed by flames. But the glowing jaws clenched around her knees. Her parents pried them free. Brought her back over the hills to the house, and here left her living in the care of spring. Spring entrusted her summer. Summer hid her in fragrant shade for fall to find. Grandmother Winter visited with rain to cool her painful feet, and none of them once allowed the girl to starve. 3 years there wound together like roots, wild-fed and weather-blasted. Nights, when the inside of the house was darkest, she was happiest. She'd wait for twilight up on Clovertop Hill, scowling down moonrise but welcoming stars. And one such night she saw a powerful thing. To the mountain she followed, where she'd seen the thing plummet, 20 days on young little legs. The rim of a crater, which was brimming with starlight, and the drifting there stone, opened up before her eyes. The orphan girl Hadilla met little Ogagen that day. Ogagen, out of darkness. Ogagen, whose mother, the night, must have adopted this girl. For thereafter they were sisters, on every path adventure, lucky and free, looked on by unnumbered families. Did a mystic flame flare in the girl's scarred heart, bringing the stone alive? Or was it the stone that instilled it in her celestial power? An answer never mattered to either of them. The orphan Hadilla Starkton became Hadilla the Starkton child, a song-strung rambler, a solver of troubles, crafter of miracles. And, to her dear ones, always a guardian. Until the final night, when she left the world alone. She was a young woman who never went home. Ogagen, you know these woods? I think these woods are strange. Agreed. Any precise idea why or how? In what way, I mean? It's said somewhere the trees learn to gather in thousands, close and tall, in order to hide what they're up to from the eyes of fearing people. Here I have the feeling more than any forest else. Yeah, there's this image to me of roots, the tree roots, going down deeper than the ground, and they come out the other side, and the tree's there too. But yeah, you kind of get a sense too, a jilted heart, a hurt turned to anger, expressed in purple green. Wants us to go? She wants us to go? You want to possibly linger a moment? Investigate further? Me? You're asking me. I think sometimes about the flute carvers of old Kiowa. Flute carvers. They made wonderful flutes. They made one flute. They made the same again and again. It was called in Kiowa the obstinate profession. I've wondered often why. And I still wonder. I'd love a chance to go back and ask them. What about you now? We know what you wanted us to know, I think. Was this the whole thing? Your story? About your... Would you call her your big sister? The truth appears to us in form interpreted, always. A translation of fact and language is by nature something. And yet seeing the past that way feels close. Close to a real truth. You're welcome to keep the adventure alive. With us. You're saying that? Why? So what? She's welcome to travel with us is all I'm saying. I mean, isn't she? We can take turns leading each other. No, the Astro Guide makes her own path from them. Oh. And it might be that Celestial Travel remembers a voice in her sleep. A man's warm voice, his arms, after so long listening to the cold lake. The hope-threaded sound of his caring. And even times he spoke his heart, knowing his voice struck something that was likely as earless, mindless as a past. It might be that Okugan remembers that. Or it might not. Perhaps Danny will someday ask. Or I suppose it's also possible this was always the plan. Adilla, that ancient mystic, she left her friend behind. Yes, to be woken and to live again, but also find another person to walk next to. I'll remember you offering us a roof sometime. I still think the likeliest explanation of all is that she can't help herself. She just likes you. Dawn over the house will shimmer, no different than it did the day they set out, but all three of them return changed. The journey's taken, the wonders witnessed and wrought. Carved new wrinkles on the face and heart. That was a long story. And it ends with Danny having a pet rock. Danny walks with a bustling being of rock born and fallen from the black astral reaches. Okugan. Alright. Celestial Path. When Danny leaves a tile, 40% chance to make the tile celestial, and grant 10 accuracy to allies standing on it. Huh. That's a thing. Danny down there. I need my legacy points. This is gonna hurt. Those two can get started on the path. A few days on the trail. Easy to forget out here. That's something. Stretch to a week. And that week soon doubles. Leaving Kira and Yoga Serpent, trail sore and hungry. Better than I remember. My fault. Honestly, I enjoyed the separation from everything. Just what? I know. Let's find somewhere to bake tomorrow. They wake late, but don't hurry a start. You been there before? Ikaria Valley? Not properly. I've come close. It's worth the trip, I think. I mean, I thought it was worth it. Easy place to let days drip by. Noon's tipped over by the time they're on their way. And the old road dangles in the distance. Wild sage rules the wind. Gravel growls underfoot. Storm clouds come and can't decide where to spill. In the end, they heave their burdens elsewhere. Stream means we're a couple days out. Is it finally bath day? Hail, wandering ones! A woman in modest clothes spots them from across a wobbly raftwood bridge. Hail, wandering ones? She picks her way over to them. Name's Brett Fusterson. Half phone, a road stop south of here. You folks look like you've done some scary stuff. Fought monsters, or are you, roamers? We've seen some haunting scenes, certainly, but we're alright. Sorry, eager to know, because listen, brigands came to our road stop. Mine and my big brothers. Brigands? That's what they're called out here? Best I can tell, they're roamers from the west. Came in and won't leave, drinking us dry, eating all we can supply. My poor brother's serving them, getting all kinds of mistreatment and abuse. I ran to look for help. And, well, what about you folks? We pry this brigands out, we'd reward you the best we could. Maybe a week's travel south is all it is. That's not so far. I can cook, though I don't have much food left on me. Opposite of where we're headed. And we've been gone a long time already. Never seem to be able to leave the work behind. Well, we can't say no. Wouldn't be a problem with me. Let's get this over with then. South we go, the enders of all brigandry, or not this time, sorry. They both get disappointed. The road south is vacant. Glowing fields stretch forever. Hunting yields hillfowl. Foraging rewards them with wild peppers. It's been just under a week until they arrive at the road stop. Come around the front. Be wary, though. If we're real lucky, those roughs have moved on. The jar of the store swings in the breeze. It's oddly quiet inside. Brett taps a quiet triplet on the floorboards with her toe. Same build? You in here? I brought some... The cellar hatch unlocks, wheezes open. A man pokes his head up. Brett, why are you... He climbs nervously into the room. I brought help. That's my elder brother, sorry. Everyone says I talk like a kid. This is Sandbeld. These folks I found on the road, Sandbeld. As you can see, they... Ugh! The fist that flies is followed by an ox-shouldered man, quiet and sudden from the other room. Can't hide forever, Sniveler. Who's this? No, wait, I remember you. You rabbited out of here, huh? Get out of the way. Brett stands aside and helps her brother. Yeah, but you folks, you look like you've blood in one. Or maybe I'll explain. See, we've got a thing going. I'm Ransom. I run things. We're good people. Marper tells stories. Waverin will cook and sew. We live the easy life, me and my crew. A place like this lasts us a few months. We kind of hop from one to the next. And you know what? You can always use more strong hands. You in? I'll grab some cups. We'll toast the weak ones who set our table. I was born in this world with a love for living, and a love for living things. When I see maggots like you scrounging in a wound, it's disgusting. I'll say that. You're out of here, if you value your maggot life. You must not have seen my axe. Marper! Waverin! Wake up! There's road swine! Ransom the Brigand backs up, knees bent, an experienced fighter by the look of him. This axe of mine makes a mess, see? Look at all these teeth. Sniveler will have to scour days just to clean the blood. 41-year-old hunter, 44-year-old hunter, 49-year-old hunter. Warrior. Yep. Fighting actual people this time. Well, Yoga had some pointed things to say. Just enough to deal her contact damage. Notice how we got experience even though the monster icons didn't show up? They're not monsters, they're people. The brigand leader lies dead. His minions flee to live or bleed cold. Their bodies no longer whole. That's an end to it then. Thank you, strangers. Thank you. We'll stay to bury the man, then we'll be gone. Unless you think there's more of them likely on their way. No, and all the time they were here, it was just them. Ran off whoever came up the road. Won't you stay? We'll clean up. There's still some untapped kegs we owe you. Brett. Yoga takes a cursory look around. The damage of their fight mixes with the beer-stained flotsam of the brigand's misuse. Good solid building. Look at hiring a strong hand or two. The brigand's left some gear. Learn to use it. The burial's hasty, but not ill-meaning. You deserve less from us, I'd say. We are grateful. I'm not big on these sorts of things. It's grim work. Still, I'll say, may good fortune fold over you, your business, your lives. The road going home is easier than it was going abroad. Remember leaving? We were supposed to go somewhere beautiful, the Caria Valley. I wanted to anyway. To take our minds off things. Ah, love. Sometimes I miss you. Across the campfire, I miss you. Toast to the names Yoga and Kira are shared in warm light on a cold night by those who know them and those who never will. 6 legacy points. 10 retirement age. Woo! Lots of salt first. As the light is fading, everybody stay sharp. The Thrixel have had plenty of time to weave their webs. Brush a strand and you'll see what they want you to see. I've never met a darker foe. It's one thing to fight with a blade in daylight or even a knife in the dark. The Thrixel change the ground under you. Beat? You see what they want you to see. You see what they want you to see. Yoga? Johnly? Kira? Anybody? You see what they want you to see. You see what they want you to see. And you hear it, smell it too, apparently. I've traveled so far in so many ways, but I'll never forget that night. But I'm not there now. I'm in a Thrixel illusion now. It's a logic puzzle. Look carefully, I see what's not real. Here's the path home. This path that will lead me home. The town isn't real. Those flames moving toward me are also not real. Disconcerting, but not real. But Kira's real. She's the most real thing in this. Kira. Uh-oh. Kira! Hey, he snapped out of it. He's back with us. Glad to hear it. Thrixel are here. Danny does not have true shot this time. We'll do that instead. I hate that status effect. He's stunned for 3 more turns. Nothing I can do about it. I think. I don't know if killing this guy fixes it. Oh, I have a remove stasis. That's fine. I can just do that. Let's go with courage. Watching a small block. Alright, now to finish carving. Yes. Ooh, incursion. Yeah, we technically won't even travel here fast enough. Let's try. How strong is this? Strength 8. Cool. Nope, let's just go for the ending. They found Madly waiting at Rain Cove Ring, just as she had promised. The decor lacks a certain morthaggery. It's probably underneath. Stomp around a bit. Stomp, 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 stomp. Bonk. One doesn't research mortificers for years just to remain completely useless. The wide floorstone eventually yielded to Lokshin and Danny's efforts, revealing dusty steps into the dark. So you're still up for clearing it out? Was the plan. Why I came all the way here, and why I made this. That's a fucking cool axe. That thing deserves its own song more than we do. But a lot can change in a long walk across the Yondering Lands. My spine is brambles, my knees are splitting into shards. My ears remind me of the debts I owe them. And perhaps another fight isn't how I want this to end. Not yet. So I wanted to give this to you. Are you certain? One of you will take down more foes with it than I could at this point. I'll stay out here. I'm no surgeon, but I can tend to anybody who needs it. Take care of each other down there. I don't even want to know what some of this flotsam is. You may be about to find out. The Clock Stopper. Tier 3 artifact. This artifact pierces armor passively and does 2 damage to Morthagi. Yep, that is going straight to you. Placing your common great axe. Alright. Thatch B. Haberdasher. Handles heavy metals, spews toxic smoke. Suddenly, a structure hums to life and begins to spew a skull-splitting fog to the room. Somebody destroy that thing! Stop the toxic smoke. Kill the haberdasher. Really? I got XCOM'd. Whoosh! Booyah! That's the power of a tier 3 upgraded artifact. Lokshin took a bad hit. Shackle you. I didn't think that would remove his stealth, but now I think about it, that makes a lot of sense. Phew. Okay, that's taken care of. Breathing certainly makes things easier. I'm not on a turn counter, so... no. First off, flash coning you. More useful to blind that wardrobe for now. Right, it doesn't attack, it builds new enemies. I forgot. There we go. Throwing net? Really? Salvage. Luxion! I'll think about ants. Oof. Ah, good. I was hoping that wasn't them. How'd things shake out? They've been disassembled. That's a polite way of putting it. We'll melt down what we can. So we pulled it off then. Good. We can rest for a bit. What do you mean a bit? We destroyed their source, didn't we? Nothing's crawling out of there again. The workshop is not the only one ever in operation. And Morthagi's ability to lie dormant and bide their time is one of their greatest strengths. I hope I'm wrong, but in case I'm not, and in case I'm not around to help next time, not around. It's a thing you have to consider when you reach my age. In case I'm not, keep your wits about you. 10 years of peace. It was true. This cheese is incredible. Lokshin wondered at what other things the Earthen Witness had seen, so she hiked on a clear night. The fire smoke swirled in fantastic shapes, so the actual tales proved hard to follow. There were nights, several of them in a given year. Nights when climbing high, little Okogen would seem to glimpse a familiar face, past the moon and across millennia. Jean Lee spent time communing with the court tortoise in her shared dreams. The Rangers of Valiant Freedom were invited to annual fair and Well Searcher as honored guests. Did everyone vote in the Champion of Well Searcher contest? I think Yoga has a shot at the running. I'm going to enter the pie eating contest. My appetite is twice as big as these farmers. Jean Lee noticed that the theater at Well Searcher had fallen in disrepair during the conflict, so she passed a summer helping to rebuild it. Kira and Yoga Serpent's son has reached adventuring age. Kiramoth Serpent has joined the Rangers of Valiant Freedom as a mystic. There we go! Our first child! Refuse one additional target. Mythweaver. Plant. Transformations. She's gonna get a Stormlay. Minus block, but she can stomp the ground with small chance to stun targets in range. And that's a swift action. So... yeah, let's keep that transformation going. Alright, Danny. God, I hate the look of this one. This row. A little too much shoulder skin, thank you. Let's make you a wand. Maybe a staff? Yeah, maybe we just go full staff. I'm willing to spend 2 legacy points to get you a better bow. And 1 legacy point there. Because remember, this is chapter 2 of 5. This is a 5-chapter campaign. So we got a lot ahead of us. Look at these things. They're beautiful in their own way, but they're not people. They were never meant to be. And you think you can stick your soul in it. Whatever comes out the other end will still be you. What's the alternative? Death? If it comes to that, yes. Because having some abomination follow me around insisting it was you for eternity, that's worse torture than any honest loss. Honest? You're being selfish. You can't see beyond your own conception of what a person is. This could usher in a new era of humanity, and it wouldn't be humanity! I'll change your mind. I shouldn't have to, but because I apparently care about you, for whatever reason I can't remember at the moment. Amelia, where are you going? Come back! I want you to know that just by coming here, put your land at risk. The Mothragi erupt when they catch wind of any of us. Well, then I won't waste your time. I'll just ask directly. Can you make me into one of you? I built most of the body of a body based on my studies of your late friend. I need your help to finish the job. I'm a skilled metal worker and a decent fighter in my younger days as well. I know I can be an asset to you and your people. No one has called us people in a long time. Are you certain? It's not a safeguard against death. You've seen that firsthand. I don't need a safeguard. I just wanted a way to halt my own decay. How old were you when you became enduring? As old as me? No. You don't know what it's like. Nobody does until they get here. You grew up thinking your elders just like complaining about their aches and weariness. You think they like sitting in the same chair day after day watching clouds pass. You don't realize that they do it because anything more has become impossible. I don't want to reach that point if there's a better way. A better way. And you understood where others have not. Feels good to have someone understand. Come with me. We'll make our best efforts. A reasonable amount of time later. I've been talking with the carpenter from Forhero. They're getting overwhelmed with people driven out of surrounding regions by the Morthagi. The The Rangers Valiant Freedom need help. I assume you don't mean helping them build houses. Nope. Way more violent. The shadows deepen. Welcome to Chapter 3. Looks like we're heading northward this time, and our recruit is over here. This is when we start splitting up. Okay, nothing weird from down here. No places for infestation to spread. Okay, so we're good. Pursue it. I'm gonna need a team of 3 over here. Thankfully, we already have 6 people, because Wildermyth. So, actually, they don't make a very balanced group, though. So, send these 3 together. Wildermyth is going to help the others recruit. Center Force has been revealed. This place needs to be patrolled first. Alright, let us pick from a legacy. Looks like Kwyn is the one they're making us pick. I'm not, I don't have a problem with that. Ooh, yeah, make Shy better. Make her kitty strong. Yes, make the kitty strong. I came to town for someone to help against the Morthagi. Folks invariably told me to look for Kwyn. Well, you found her. You've got quite a reputation around here. They call you a merchant of death. Yeah, well, business is booming these days, thanks to the Morthagi. My point is, if you've got any kind of edge in battle, we could use another brawler on the field. How convenient. I was just thinking I could use a change of scenery. Give me a day or two to get my things in order. I'll head out with you. Yay! Kwyn has joined. You might remember Kwyn from the last adventure. She is part crystalline. She's got the eye and the skin. And her buddy Shy, the black cat, who is vicious. Anytime she gets near an enemy for the first time every turn, 3 shred of their armor, then 2 damage. And her gear, she uses Wind Spider's End, Fire Sword, and her shield. What are your stats like at the moment? Speed of 7. Damn. Right. Because between her upbringing and being thin, she gets a huge bonus to speed. She's so greedy. Wow. It's a very high greed score. Alright. Go scout, folks. Answer to austerity. Swoosh. Swoosh. An ancient and immense grove soars at the heart of the slender forest. Great sequoias shoulder up to towering redwoods. Thick-grown cedars mob their knees. The moon passes more loudly than this giant. We don't know its disposition. Don't get too close, love. They spotted it that morning. A myth among the wild populace. Its appearance has captured the minds of Tyrians. Just hope nothing comes out of its back end. Would be enormous. Heard the locals call him Lord Evergreen. Forward quietly, you two. They move into the flowing fog. The earth holds its breath. Dampness heaves their eyelids, darkens their hair. Smears of silver shine on trunks, roots, and stones. They stumble and feel and hack over rocks and wrecks, chasing the giant through its noise-bearing world. This will be completely opaque in a second. I think it's stopped. It has stopped. Think he's aware of us? Now it turns about, somehow finding space. High and mostly hidden in haze, its face must hang above it. With bending bark sounds, creaky hips, folding legs, it gently lowers itself, fitting its bulk to a tract of treeless ground. An unspoken question, and it wants the answer. They're caught in its eyeless gaze, and a silence that grows and twists, grotesquely. It could crush them. The fact is certain as the soil. Stomachs harden, innards clench, muscles coil. Attempt to communicate? Or snatch a twig from its mane? Oh, neither of these are good! Yoga steps cautiously forward. I can't believe I'm gonna try this. Beneath the shadow of a stone still giant, they creep. And then... Up! Snatch! With a skillful hand, they snap a rod of living timber off its own great head. Its legs groan as it rises, unhurried. Wanders on its way. Wow, didn't seem angry. Explain what you were thinking. He was bending down to offer us one of his twigs. We were meant to take it. Use against the real enemy. Colorful arguments decorate their return trip. They find their way easily in the unfogged woods. Forest life waits around them. Time to focus on bony clankers, yeah? Yeah. The Furling Wand, an artifact leaf wand. Controlled Splinter Blast. Splinter Blast will resolve no damage to scenery instead of always destroying it. And Stunt Effect grants 2 temp health to the hero. Warding and spell damage. That is very good. Who wants it? Well, we only have 2 characters who can use it, so. Man, I just got him a staff, too. It's not as good as the staff until you up. Give it to her. Leaf Spirit! I could upgrade her dagger thing, her sword. He still has the normal spear, but he doesn't need anything else with that axe. Yeah, Jean Lee's the only one who can benefit from this. Wonder if this will work. It does, even if you're hidden. Okay. Noonskull's Drinker. I love this build I have for him right now. Woo! Let's put out the fire. Open. Uh-oh. Good, just like I planned. He gets 2 reaction attacks per turn. Oh, the butler. I hate the butler. The butler's so scary. It uses nearby fire and debris and stuff to to buff itself. And the more fire it absorbs, the bigger an aura of damage it gets. Just like Kira's aura of damage. These butlers are like the biggest pains in the ass for this entire campaign. Didn't try to move though. Okay. Still has a ton of health now, though. Yeah, take that 1 damage. Smack it. Huh. The monster things can show up again. Maybe that was just a bug. Just a bow, huh? Alright, they win. Strength 6. I don't trust it. Not with a rookie. Potency. Okay, one. Russell, Russell. Who too? Hard not to be on edge in this fog, isn't it? Focusing on task. Staying alert. You? I was wondering when we'll find and then whether we'll survive it. Just don't get yourself hurt. Make that your emphasis. Don't worry about me. I plan on doing some damage myself. Don't get hurt waving your arms at them, that's all. Danny and Kirmoth gain temporary damage and potency. Danny trying to look after the kid. Your family would kill me. What's that? Got some nice stuff. Okay, sorry about that. Awesome. There we go. Okay, when goes forward, she then fires the laser, and then cat Kermoth's like, gosh darn it, nothing's left alive for me. Just the one left, huh? Plus me. Yeah, definitely giving that a pure moth. Camp can go here. Should we worry about being kind of exposed? Fire's enemy big, does it? Big as we want it, and you'll help out too. In the quiet dark that follows battle, they forge a camp on the hillside. How many times has it been like this? How many times will it be so again? Akiramoth. Solemn crickets sing. A distant owl sighs at times, but otherwise holds peace. Did you know every star belongs to an owl? And every owl has a star? It's nice to imagine a thing like that, whatever it ends up meaning. All nightly things have a place. Some seek light or shed it, and others wear the dew in the dark. There's a lot of things we look at only once in our lifetimes. The day will come, and dreadful work will be needed, ever as it was the day gone by. Legacy points. I want to check something real fast. What is your mystery? Grandma challenged his older friends to hundreds of games as a boy. He rarely won, but this didn't seem to bother him. It was all a kind of exercise. He was wandering the edges of sobriety when a dark crime was committed before his eyes. The memory faded, but he always carried a burr of that day in his throat. He feared only fear itself. Potential, inhabited, true. The starseed tree. Not everything grows on trees, but more things do than you might think. Once every long enough, a starseed tree blooms. Soft lights ripen and float off to the sky. And that's where stars come from? You say that like it's not a gorgeous story. There are some lovely looking ones up high. You're not thinking of grabbing one, are you? Oh, I'm thinking. Because see, the thing about starseed tree is that none may climb it. Who makes these rules anyway? Pluck this little light within arm's reach. Climb to a nice looking one in the middle. Attempt to climb to the top. I've never done this. I'm put a warning on too, I guess. Keep off all the hairy-handed rabble, leaving space for those of us with real confidence. Watch my stuff. Should I be stopping you right now? Am I gonna be blamed later for not stopping you? Magic is not merciful. No matter how bold you may think you are, magic flows in the cracks between your convictions. You think because you browbeat a stump into exploding, you can craft the glue that holds the world together, without sticking your own fingers to your face. Wait, is that my limb? Or the trees? Feet go somewhere here? Blah! The jostled tree lets go of its lights, and they float off slowly into the dark. Kira! They're not done any permanent damage. I made the best I can hope for at this point. The damage isn't permanent, but it'll be a while before Kira's bones are in fighting shape again. Maybe a little longer for her pride. What's one stunt chance? Really? Okay. That was adorable. Let's see. Looks like spell thread ideally, but can't get that. So it's hides, fabrics. Hides or fabrics. Hides. That's what we went through most. A Frixel invasion. Gonna be here in 84 days. How much longer is this? That's fine. Finish this and they can get to building. Stunt chance. Air defenses. Let's go with tier 2. Sorry for that. Sneezes. Actually. I want a bridge here. May not be the most opportune time to build one. Cool. We'll have enough time to finish tier 3 events. Cool. Bridge is built. Nope, just getting more time. Wildermyth and Kwyn are rivals! Adorable. There we go. Let those guys fight off the incursion. They seem to split off the very air. How should your defenders respond? Once again, try charging. I did not get XCOM. Bard, Seeker, a couple of levers. Bard is going to be a pain in the ass. Sorry, got a phone call. They will go to voicemail. Wow! Random farmers busting out big old shield. Give me that flanking. I didn't count as flanking. Oh well. Let's get rid of this bard entirely. And another bard. Of course there is. Laser you. Well, that was way more damage to that target than needed to be, but oh well. Random archer dudes are not doing too shabby. Oh, right. That's what they can do with interfused objects. They teleport themselves. Forgot about that. Well, bye-bye, random archer dude. Revenge on you. Oh, right. That's why they were doing so well, because we had a +2 damage increase on everybody. And that's gone now. Danny can get range. Alright. Volley of arrows. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and leave it there for today. We have just the end of chapter 3 to deal with, hearing all this out. But notice how destroy all more foggy sites is our goal. It's not really the end goal of this chapter. There's probably going to be another thing popping up, potentially. We'll find out. So, keep following the story of the legend of the Rangers of Valiant Freedom on Friday. Friday bonus stream this week. So I will catch you folks then. Remember, tomorrow's stream is our group stream with me, Danny, and Ryu doing more Monster Hunter. I've gotten those two officially addicted to the game. I love it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you folks then. Bye-bye.